Good morning, I am Adventure Argonaut. This is Operation Babel, New Tokyo Legacy. I was for like second, what was the game called? Because now I'm not in the menu. Because I've been grinding a little bit, few levels by myself, and have still have to do some grinding. But like, at least I managed to do a little bit offline, like both last night and just today previously, but haven't gotten that far in it yet because there's tough bosses ahead, and I guess maybe to be sure I should try to get my characters to like level 30-ish or something. All right, streams are functional, so let's play the game. And let's store the points and head back to the grinding tower. Muramasa Hall. The Tower of Grind beckons. Alright. Let's go to the 8th floor. I sort of like this area because there's different kinds of enemies. There's the pits and then the like normal enemies. Because the pit enemies are a bit different. But yeah, I guess these doggies cannot float or fly. So they cannot be above the pits. Oh no. Another enemy. Yeah, kill it quick. Got so little experience out of it. Okay, this looks better. Let's just use quick slash. Oh no, didn't get a Pokemon, didn't catch one. Where's my Pokeball? Sure. Oh, there's only one enemy left. And it's dead. These. Okay, we killed them. So yeah, it's unavailable. Yeah. I think this might be like, end game content. Ooh, something hidden, like, only after beating the main campaign, as it were, that you can go there. Just normal attacks. Focus. Let's use some sort of spell. What? Earth Burst. Ow. for the Watcher. Okay, already dying. At last. Okay, that's good. At least hit something. Okay, we did it. Let's do some heals. There are no friends when you are grinding. Well, anything that you can kill is a friend, basically, if you put it that way. Because they can give you XP. Just quickly. Use quick slash. It's gonna be more effective, I believe. Since no hiding for her, we can try the contract. Of course, fail horribly. Oh, nice. Okay, nice. No, my party isn't moving. Let's try the contract. I'm pretty sure it won't work. Yeah, cannot form contract with these things. Missing no. Just attack then. Yes. Good, you stopped missing. Hit a couple of times. Guess that's better than nothing. Hey, that's not what I'm talking about. No. Focus. Oh, okay. Not dead yet. Yes, he's not dead. I feel fine, feel happy. Not dead, I feel fine. Hey, you're not supposed to run away, stupid enemies. Okay, that was a useless. What Smash Crush, whatever the attack was called. This one Focus and Berserk, that's the attack. I remember now. It's all coming back to me. It's like it was Wednesday. Now it's Friday. Doesn't notice me. How interesting. Wait, what's the... Isn't there like some strengthened effect of spell for one turn? Yeah, yes, use that. Layer Wind, probably Earth. Oh yeah, I don't think Akai the warrior is gonna do any damage, yeah. Because he has the wrong kind of weapon. Have to change to a paranormal hatchet. Okay. Yeps. Jebalus. Just attack everybody. Change his weapon again. Smegma sword. Ooh, nice. We got a doggo. Good. They are dying. In your head, they are dying. The experience rewards aren't that impressive. Perhaps I should use one of those, items that increase the enemy level. But because it is still like, very possible that my characters will die and stuff. So it's like maybe in the end it will take more time and effort if I, because of the, even though I would get more experience if the enemies are higher level, but it's also that, if my characters will die a few extra times because of it, so maybe it's not worth the investment. Okay, you hit once. Great, great deal. Great thing, yay. Useless. To switch the weapon again. Let's try to contract one of these guys. Nope. Okay, stupid yellow dildo die. Die, 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 die. Okay, now he's dead. And we have more of the same. Ow. Slash. Slash. Whoa, savior of the universe. Ah, he has the same, yeah, right weapon still. Try illusion if it does anything useful. No, my Pokemons. Okay, that's good. What's this? Running away, that's not good. I don't appreciate that. You're not given the permission to do so. Okay, more of these things. See, we have fire, so let's use water on it. That's probably good, right? Yes, and he's dead. Very nice. Earth on the wind. Earth on the fire. Dum, 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 dum. Oh no, allies. Dum, 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 dum. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, Fox. Gonna kick your fox ass. Fox bossy lady. Gonna kick your ass. Oh, yeah, she's not too far from a level up. Yes, only one. Oh, one character only is like fairly close. That's a lot of. I'm gonna escape because if they all decide to you shoot mass like AoE attacks at the same time, it might be tad bothersome. Tad bothersome. It sounds like a character for lame ass TV show or maybe tabletop RPG. Maybe it's like a secret agent or something who always foils the plans of the evil guys. Like, I'm Tad Bothersome, and it's gonna make the life of bad guys a living hell. Oh, curse you, Tad Bothersome! Oh, you killed my Pokemon. He didn't even have the opportunity to live, to love, or to laugh. So maybe it's good it was taken from us at such an early age. Ooh, nice. New Pokemon returned, replaced the old one. Nice. Very good. It's a bunch of enemies. Let's use focus. Water burst on these, I think that's effective. Yeah, it's quite good. Decent spell. Let's see what other wind. Is wind good against these? Because I think the red ones are gonna die soon. Yeah. So it's before we would have had, the spell wouldn't be able to hit them because they would be dead anyways. Oh, this guy still has their old weapon. Well, she's dead. Dead as a door knob. And there's door nail, but for some reason I prefer door knob. Knob. Gnobar. Dead as a dormouse. Dormouse. What kind of a mouse is a dormouse? It's a mouse that lives in a door, not in a hole. Because usually mice have. I just realized something. Usually mice have mouse holes, but also, like if you think about computer mice, they have USB slots that you put them. That's why they're called mice, because they also go into a hole, not because they look like mice or anything. But the dormouse is, lives in a door. So does it have like special phasing powers? It can phase in and out of reality, so it can live inside the door. That's clearly why it's called a dormouse. It cannot be any other explanation here. Otherwise, that would be just madness. Of course, mad things cannot exist, surely. Let's use one water burst. Oh my god, my doggy Pokemon, Dogimon, is getting ass whooping. Miss ass whoopings. I say. Nice. Lots of parry losses. Let's do like a couple more encounters and then go. Then go and save. Does he still? No, he has the right weapon now. Oh no, another ally. So it can take damage. He walked right into my trap. Yes, sir. No, my Dogimon. Right. Yes, yes, yes. I guess one more encounter can't hurt, right? Right? Those famous last words. Choose some magic. Some kind of magic. Oh my god, paralysis attack. How dare you? And anti-paralysis. Shade, Berserk. No. Okay. Very nice. Then let's get back to the saving room. any fancy loot? Please tell me I have some nice loot. No, I just have freaking insanity. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, let's use a spell on that one. Thor Impact, level 35. It's for priest. Okay. Let's see. Who has this one? Level 29. Well, she doesn't really need, doesn't use it much anyways. So let's see. What's the best weapon for her then? Okay, oops. Shotgun. One, and this can be sub. So wait, we have an outfit. We have headgear. Yeah, I think that's... we don't have any other stuff for her to wear. Black Cat, but it doesn't have these academic and spell defense bonuses and stuff. Okay, let's go to the priestess. Level passcode. So it's gonna be Thor Impact. Like, okay, she doesn't attack much, but I should at least try the weapon. So let's see, do we have any better gear? Well, I guess the Chubb pants are slightly better. She shine on. Cat ears. Oh, okay, it's not. Yeah, I guess the Black Cat is a bit better. Spell defense. Okay. Go. Yes. Speed. Need for speed. A game about using drugs, clearly. Wisdom. New skill. Ooh. Let's see, what sort of skill did we get? Quick use 2. Okay, I can't just use many items at the same time. I guess in some boss battle it might be useful if I remember to use it. Go deposit my stuff. I guess I'm gonna equip one of those items. Yeah, increase enemies level by 5. Let's try that. Let's try it. Okay, all portal. Let's go back to this area. I still like this area the most. Focus. No, let's use water burst and try to attack with her new weapon. Ow. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have. Okay, Thor impact. Okay, it at least impacted the enemy. So that's something. And let's multi high care. Ooh, nice stun. I guess now she can attack. Even though that girl is probably gonna die anyways. Upskirt, yeah, it wasn't the priestess who killed the enemy. We don't have to do any healing. Yeah, let's use some water burst on them. Let's try to get daughter. Right, he was found. He can use other attacks then. Okay, good. Ooh, we got it. We got the Pokemons. Okay, that's good. A little bit of healing. Little bit of healing does miracles. La 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 la. Huh. Um, let's use some spells. Some spells. Okay, let's try Fire Burst on the green guys. Oops. Okay. Some of them ran away, but at least we got some enemies killed. Some is better than none, except if the none is really cool and stuff. Let's try contract. Oh no! Killed my daughter. How dare you? My lovely daughter down by the water. Eight. Oh, there's still an enemy here. Enemy to be killed. Slap, 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 slap. We are just slapping the enemies. Slap happy, happy. Ba ba ba. I'm not going insane, you are. They're almost level 60, so they're like more than twice the amount of uh, levels. Just interesting, I guess. But they're so weak, so it doesn't matter. So I'm kicking some ass anyways. Kicking some ass, listen to some jazz. Not really, but I could be. Oh my god, my singing was so bad my son woke up. Be right back. Okay, seems like my son went back to sleep. Even though, he's in a different room, but my singing was so atrocious that it caused him to cry in his sleep and regret that existence was ever invented. It's cosmic horror level of singing. I aim to please. Or no, actually, I don't aim to please with my singing. I aim to terrorize and traumatize. Wanna try barrage? Barrage Obama. Well, of course, I couldn't do it. The enemy died too quick. Now let's use focus. Stay on target. No, I have to use mana shield. I think those girls can hit hard, so it's good to have the shield. Let's use one barrage. I'm greedy, or I don't know, curious rather. Who killed it? Upskirt. Okay. Great attacks. So that was the healer. Instead of using the shield, used an attack, triple attack, and zero hits. That's just beautiful. You're beautiful when you fart. My God, oh my God. Guess I should talk about other stuff, but because this is just grinding, and there's of course the new picture of Dungeons and Dragons, like showing a villager with two gay guys prominently kissing in the foreground, sort of, and there's like monsters there and stuff, and evil monsters, like some people have pointed out, like a beholder, owl bear, and stuff like that, in this seemingly idyllic village. But that just means that it's I've said it on Twitter a few times that it depicts a world where the bad guys won, the big bad evil guy won, and the now evil has taken over, and everything is corrupted. It's clearly what's happening in the picture. So, and of course, it's very symbolic of the real world as well, and Wizards of the Coast, and my character who just died. Sometimes evil just wins, and things go fucky. Alright. Oh, more enemies. More enemies. More enemies. But yeah, recently I started listening to a Call of Cthulhu RPG, uh, like on YouTube, like this Let's Play or actual play. It's called the campaign is called Cult and Culpability. It's Regency era. Okay, what was that spell? Water. Okay, don't do water against gold is not good. So it's cult and culpability, and if it's very Blackadder-ish, the naming convention, because it's set in the Regency era of England. Like it's in the early 19th century, that particular campaign, and it's like Jane Austen, Sense and Sensibility kind of. So it's like Blackadder has episodes like Amy and Amicability and Sense and Senility, I think, stuff like that. So it's very like slow paced, but it and very British, but it's very I don't know, like nice background noise and doing other stuff. Turn gate, yes, because my character died, I had to resurrect her. And it's like Miskatonic Playhouse, I think is the channel name. But Cult and Culpability, if you just input that into YouTube, you can find it. If you're interested in that sort of stuff. Right. My characters, I didn't put them in the right order. Alright, like this. Yes. Fucking hate it that they don't automatically find their own locations. Like, it's so difficult to remember. Where was I standing? Was I, melee fighter standing in the front or in the back? Like, I'm not quite sure. I'm not entirely sure. Shinobi Edge. Okay, I should check if this is an improvement for my assassin. So let's see what sort of edgy weapons we have here. This one is the new weapon, so let's see what's 5572. 5572. Like the max damage is like 4 points higher, but like the minimum damage is worse, and also the miss chance is worse. So I think the Shuriken +9 is still better. And let's do a few level ups. And I save, then go back to the grinding board. No, wrong place. Maybe after, like, when my those characters like 28, maybe that's when I'll go back to where I'm actually supposed to be going. Continue the main mission. At least it should allow me to like kill a few of the bosses there. Yes, let's just kick some ass. Oh, don't reflect your bits onto me. Please refrain from such actions. I implore you. But that will that prevent it from happening? Like if I use not the direct attack. Okay, well she's dead, she won't be doing anything anymore. Rank S. Okay, it's better be good. We got legs. It's like level 5 pants of who the fuck cares nest. But yeah, the another thing I like about was Sense and Senility, Cult and Culpability, the Call of Cthulhu campaign is that it's I don't think it's any kind of like a module or anything like ready-made adventure. I've never really well actually I've played tabletop role-playing games for almost 30 years, and also have lots of game mastering experience, but never. I don't think I've run a single like ready-made adventure. Like every adventure I've run is all me. Like, well, not all me. I've used like resources from made by other people, whether it's maps or some ideas and stuff. But like the main idea and everything is all unique, because I don't really see the point of playing an RPG and just following the guidelines somebody else has done. Like, not saying you're not allowed to do it or anything. It's just like, I think that's part of the fun in RPGs to, you know, use your imagination and creativity. Like, of course, I have played a few like ready-made campaigns where somebody else has been the GM, and some of the notions, like, one Call of Cthulhu campaign I played years ago. It was quite complicated, and if it had just been my friend making stuff up, it wouldn't have been that complex. The different elements of the story, certainly, but and I guess but that's probably the best one of the campaigns I've played, because like one Warhammer like fantasy role or fantasy or Warhammer fantasy, is that what the RPG is just called? Anyways, one campaign I played, like, it felt a bit like railroady. Like, there was some magical kid basically, and everybody wanted to, you know, be his friend or possess him, and or use him for political gain or something, and then he was abducted, and we tried to get him back, but it always seemed like we were, like, two steps behind, and no matter what we did, we couldn't catch up to them until it was, time for the campaign to say that we catch up. It is possible it was simply the game master handled it, unoptimally. That's possible, um, but yeah, at least for me, it's often feels like if playing a pre-made campaign, that they have like sort of issues, that it's too scripted often. And another, I remember in the same Warhammer campaign, there was a scene we were going to a crypt or something for whatever reason, and and then the game master described how there were like some, mummified nobility or something there, like on the way when we were going deeper into the crypt. And like, I guess, yeah, I think they were like, some members of the nobility and stuff there, like their bodies were preserved there. And I was like, yeah, it's obvious that those guys are gonna wake up later and attack us, but that was like, sort of meta knowledge, obviously, so my character didn't know that. But it's like, surprise surprise, then those mummy skeleton thingies actually did wake up and attack us, and it was a tough fight. So, and I felt like, or maybe my, like, or maybe the character actually would have just said like, no, we shouldn't go there, or maybe we should break those mummies before they wake up, or do something about it. But like, I didn't, because I sort of felt obligated, like, if you're on a movie set and then you try to, mess with the plot or something. So I don't know, maybe it was my problem that I couldn't, like, role play as well because of my own expectations. But that's sort of like, that's one thing, an issue I seem to have with some ready-made campaigns. Let's use barrier to entry. So it heals my Pokemon and it cannot run away. Alright. Oh, more enemies coming. Fine. Right, that's gold. So water was bad against gold. Let's try earth on it. Let's use barrier again. Oh no, more Pokemon. Yes, Earth is good against those guys. Let's use Earth first. Earthworm Gym. Do 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 do. Good. She be dead. Damn it. Another one. Well, it's easy experience, but a bit tedious experience. You know, just killing a single enemy. A new one spawns, and then you kill that one. Yeah, of course I can do that. Let's do some healing. I have to change the weapon. Oh, Daughter Guard. Okay, that did decent damage to the enemy. Pokemons. Okay. Oh. Oh, damn it. Stop healing. I say, stop healing. You over there, you crystal shard thingy. Please do not heal. It inconveniences me. That's a lot of enemies. Change the weapon again. Magma sword. Try water. No, there's only one. These, the green ones are weak to fire, I think. Yes, blow. Death from 1,000 fucks. And let's do the same stuff again. Nice, one down. Damn. Come on, man. Let's use that. Do this. Okay, see Immediately healing. Well, nobody's close to death now. On my team, that is. I think some of the enemy doggos are close to death. Okay, finally one green one died. Uh-huh. But wind burst on the blue guys. Stop dodging. Oh, nice. Alright. Nice. One stunned. One dead. All dead. 8,000 XP. Bad, not bad at all. Stay for good this time. So wind is good, right? What do we for that? Oh, it's paralyzed, I think. Just add this, alright. But yeah, back to the tabletop RPG topic. Like, I'm certainly not against in any way against about like using maps or like. I think it's completely fine to steal ideas and stuff from like ready-made modules and stuff. But like another thing is like actually I think it's harder probably to run like a ready-made adventure because like there's some unless you memorize the book really well, and especially myself at this age it would be super difficult to memorize a whole book and all the characters, their motivations and stuff. And then somebody asks some question that you didn't expect from an npc, like from an important npc that knows stuff, but it's like, okay, does that character know that stuff specifically, and like would he answer it honestly and stuff. It's like, if you are um, like playing an npc that you made yourself, I think it's much easier to know how they react to any kinds of like weird stimuli and questions. But if you're not 100% sure about how they would answer a certain question, then it's easy to either like you will just make something up and later realize no, actually it contradicts something else, or you're gonna wait, I have to check the book. And because that's sort of I think I have some experiences with playing ready-made adventures that the game master is sort of like, wait, how does this work? Because that's not such a big deal if you make everything up yourself. You don't have to worry about canon as long as you remember what you've said before, sort of. And I do usually at least remember what I like the main ideas of what I've said and and done. But I think it's more difficult to memorize something that somebody else has written. but certainly like I don't think that everything you do as a game master has to be completely original. Like you don't have to draw the pictures of the NPCs if you use pictures for them by yourself or anything like that. Or like, yeah, I think if you find a suitable map, or I'm or certainly like I think it's fine to steal certain elements, or like let's say even a half of a ready-made campaign, but then make adjustments to it yourself. But it's like personally, I feel it might be more difficult. Like if you make a ready-made adventure and then you make lots of modifications, I think it's my easier probably to start from scratch, and also more fun. What am I? This one, this thing. It's like too. My mind was too preoccupied by stuff. Okay, but like, and there's one thing I don't. Let's say that's more like something I cannot really accept is that, yeah, from a like as a player in a role-playing game, that if you only play like one type of character, like I only play I don't know, a sorcerer, or I only play an orc or whatever, or I only play the Toreador if you play Vampire the Masquerade or something. It's like it's certainly very normal and natural to have your favorite classes or clans or whatever it is, but it's like I do think it's part of the art of role playing that you should try to play a sort of different kinds of characters. But like, hey, if you absolutely hate playing as a warrior or something, I don't think you have to play as a warrior, but at least try a barbarian, at least if you, let's say, you prefer spellcasters in a D&D or Pathfinder. I played very little D&D actually, but I am running a campaign with my friends of Pathfinder, the first edition. Um, but yeah, I don't really like casters that much, at least not in D&D, and well, Pathfinder is basically D&D because like they're too fragile. Like they feel like they're made of cardboard, and you make a doggy a little bit angry by role play too hard, and then it's just gonna eat you up or something. It's not so fun, like, because some other RPGs like Rune Quest, at least back in the day, like even if you were should change his weapon, even if you were like they weren't like clear cut classes, at least not in the version I used to play back in the 90s. And like you can, it's sort of more determined by your stats. Some have more strength, some have more dexterity, and so on. But like you could have spells, like every character basically would have at least one spell, even if they were some sort of fighter stuff. And like of course it makes sense, like from the standpoint of um, like balancing, like because spells can be really powerful. So of course, if if you can have powerful spells and also be good at melee combat and stuff, but then there's another character who is only good at melee combat but doesn't have spells, then naturally the spellcaster will have a great advantage, which might be unfair, but it's like I think there's ways to mitigate it, or even like games like Skyrim, you can have like you can have a sword in one hand and a spell in the other. So it's like I guess sometimes it's fine to have like a traditional kind of uh, wizard, like old wizened man who is sort of frail but really powerful in magic and stuff. But it would be nice to have different kinds of casters as well. Like, of course, you can dual class, but I don't know. I never really gotten that used to the dual classing. I guess it's just my way of saying that D&D adjacent games can be fine, but it's not my favorite way of handling fantasy role playing. Like I think there are other systems, but of course every system has their flaws, certainly. But yeah, also I don't like the leveling really in D&D. Like you spend I don't know 4 or 5 adventures just adventuring around, and then suddenly your dudes level up. Like Vampire the Masquerade and games like that, they have more gradual. I mean less gradual ways of gaining skills, because you get like let's say around 3 experience points per session in Vampire, and but like with already 3 experience points, you can probably raise a skill, or if you wait a couple of sessions, then you can raise some bigger attribute or discipline or something like that. But I guess I prefer like a usually more seemingly like realistic way of modeling damage, whereas because in D&D and adjacent games, everybody is basically a blob that, well, just like in this game, but I think it suits video games better than tabletop RPGs. That everybody's a blob. You have a certain amount of hit points, and it doesn't really matter. Like it doesn't affect your performance whether you have 1 hit point or 100 hit points. As long as you have a 1 hit point, you're standing and you don't get any penalties. But some other games, you actually get penalties if you have, like Vampire the Masquerade, if you have some damage, then you might get penalty, less dice to your attacks and stuff. I think that's realistic in a good way. And also, like, I like that you get games that have hit locations, because in D&D or most computer or video game RPGs like this one, you have basically a blob. Like you cannot, head, uh, arms, torso. They're not separated unless like Fallout games. They have separate hit locations. That's good. Right. Should I use let's use magic shell thingy? Because he has the right sword. No. Just attack then if you cannot hide. But certainly, like, D&D, it has advantages, like, like more than 40 years of history and all sorts of resources, and the basic idea of adventuring in your fantasy party, that's very appealing, of course, and loads of different kinds of spells and stuff for and different classes, and so that's certainly good. And like, even though I'm not a big fan of D&D, and D&D likes being, running a game of Pathfinder, because I don't really know a better alternative for a fantasy RPG right now. And especially, like, I'm old, so I don't really want to look for, like, try to memorize new systems and stuff like that. And also, like, it's not just me, but my players also are old, and yeah, most of them will probably find it memorizing new systems even harder than me. Although I did sort of start developing my own system, which is a bit simpler. Maybe one day I'm gonna, well, at least I should sort of finish it up and play test it to see if it actually works at all, or if it's stillborn idea. But yeah, it's not as good for like a traditional fantasy role playing game, so that's one reason I wouldn't replace Pathfinder with that system. My character died. Wait, one of the enemies ran away. How dare you? Good. Okay. I survived. Let's beam back home. I guess it would have been time soon anyways to go. I've been grinding almost hour and a half. Wait, that's wrong order. Fuck, damn it. Let's do some identification first. Fallen leg. I wonder if this is the S tier item I found. It's for the priestess. Yes, we can see. Damn it. While we're at it. Alright, this looks better. SP assist. SP sounds like some special form of autism. SP autism. Eros. Okay, let's see. gonna save. That's so disturbing kind of item. Let's check pants. She has the item that now level restrictions. Fallen leg, job, pants 12. And this is all sorts of bonuses and shit. Let's use it. And Eros. Wait, no, it was for some class only. I guess it's not for everybody. It's not inclusive. Oh my god. This is actually better. Let's go check Eros. Wait, so it's not. Like blood code, it has all, or at least almost all of the classes there, but they're red. So does it mean none, but nobody can use it? I don't really understand how it's supposed to work. Let's check. No. Damn it. Let's check everybody, like, is anybody here that might be able to use it? Yes. I don't understand, like, is it Kurt? Oh, okay, she can use it. Okay, a monk. She could use it, but she's too low level. But there is P there, so why couldn't the... I don't understand what is going on here. Whatever. Let's go level up. He just died, so let's increase feature. Strength and honor. Yeah, strength and honor. Some luck. Speed. Because it's not that transparent which stats actually do what and why and all that. Okay, let's go back right a little bit more. First, gonna go check on my son though. Right back. Still sleeping like a piggy. Of course, I could go to the final dungeon area to grind, but this is fairly like safe here and stuff. Even though occasionally my characters die, but it's not really that hazardous. Whereas that place can be hazardous, and also because we cannot teleport away from the area, that's also not good for grinding, because it's good that you can teleport away when you want to. Or need to. Yeah, friend, this. Yeah, here's the right sword. Sword of Sudan. What kind of damage do these guys want? Let's try Wind Burst. Wind Burst is okay, but it is more than 100, so maybe. Is it actually the best kind of damage? Let's try Fire. Let's contrast them. Is it the same amount of damage, more or less? Damn it, don't run away. Fire. Okay, same damage, so yeah, it doesn't really matter which one of these spells. Okay. Unity went up, that's at least something. Focus, focus. If it's a single enemy, I guess it's good to focus. Don't remember what damage this guy wants to take. Or it's a gal, clearly. It's very feminine in its appearance, right? Right, Watcher. Sure, let's just use fast action. I am getting hungry while playing them. So if I suddenly collapse and die, you know the reason. It's not Israel this time. It's hunger. Although maybe I can blame them for me being hungry though. Yes, good. Green meanies, not blue meanies. Crusade, charade. Oh, wait. What you do in game? Maybe use one quick code. Let's use was burst. High multi. Oh, she doesn't have much because I didn't. Now she's ready to level up, but she wasn't before. Okay, nice. Right, I don't have to heal or anything. It feels weird after a fight. This is hatchet. I was almost said sword, but it's a hatchet. Hatchet of life, do do do. Earth. Not sure good against Earth. I think it makes sense if it was. No, it's not that great. Then it's probably fire because they're green, so they're not like earth. They're more like plant earth, right? Yes. Yes. Yeah. Just do it again. Okay, very nice. Now we can do a little bit of healing. Wait. Change the weapon. Luckily, it's like in the early bit of the list. Wind is good on this. Wow. The role playing grinding of the grind of role playing. Yeah, the wind stuff did lots of damage. Just use that shield. Okay, that sounds like my son actually waking up. Okay, Victoria's gonna come back soon. Alright, we are here, we are back. Let's do a little bit more of grinding and then I should go feed both of us. Oh, it's a fox. The fox is not in a box. And nobody knocks. Let's try to take it. If I manage to take it, I'm obligated. Okay, now I'm obligated to grind. Well, it's probably gonna escape during the first encounter anyways. Oh, there's still one enemy here. Girly variant. Oh, we should use focus. It's not gonna die in the first turn anyways. Ow. That doesn't feel nice. Full care. Okay. She be dead. She be dee. Let's just focus. I feel like focusing. Oh no, the guy ran away. Okay, at least it died and I got some unity out of it. Sure. Oh, whoa. The fox did 671 damage. That's pretty good. Oh no, no, the fox ran away. Maybe I'm not obligated to keep grinding then. Yes, I will do a little bit more still after this fight. Yeah. Okay. Where's my enemies at? Yeah. Just do that. No, I shouldn't. Because now they can use normal attacks. Attack. Ah, you can attack. Yes. Ambush. Side. Focus. Use spells. I have spells. Let's use them. Yogurt spells. Stunned. At who did we cast that? And the daughter got Fudo. So it's the one that died. Yeah, okay. So are these weak to water, maybe? They're weak to death. No, not weak to water specifically. Rank A loot. Maybe I'll go face one more bout with enemies. What's your best? Kicking some doggos. Oh no, somebody ran away. I resembled Hassan Piker too much, so the doggos are running away from me. Guess I deserved it. Do a heal on that guy. Boom, 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 boom. Very nice. Let's just attack, attack, and defend. Or shield. Shields up. Mr. Tuvok. Put shields around your rectal area. Neelix is around. Oh, not hiding anymore. Okay, we did it. Oh, but there's more enemies. Of course, there's always more. In the midnight hour, she cried, there's always more enemies. Wait, water burst. I don't know. I tried to check at some point if they're weak to water, but maybe I didn't have time or I forgot. No, it's not weak to water, but at least it's not bad to do water damage to them. It's not like a waste of spells. Earth. Earth, wind, fire. Okay, don't know. Paralyze a bill. Guess it's time to go home. Return. Teleport. Check. Identify was Hick Wand. So Hicks. Bill Hicks. No. Alex Jones. Yeah. The goggles do nothing. Maria cloth. Okay, this is probably good for the priestess. It's an outfit, but it's probably good. Spirit luck, yeah. Now she's truly holy. Thor's hammer and Mario cloth. So when and a black cat ears, I guess. So when anime, the Norse mythology specifically Catalycism, join together to defeat the evil power. It's not too far, these level ups either. Spirit. Spirited away. Alright. Deposit that, save the game, and I guess I have to end the stream here. So next stream, I presume I'll be ready to actually start, going to kill the bosses and stuff. But I'm Adventure Argonaut. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.